that should be added to Roblox Brookhaven. Yeah, you heard me right. 5 different crazy things that should be added. Some are buildings, some may not be, but you're about to find out. But I want to know what you think should be added to Brookhaven down below in the comments right now. Remember to leave a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. And don't be afraid to share this around. People's ideas are pretty cool. You never know what might be found or saw. First of all, I want to start with a very obvious one. Yes, that's right. I'm heading over to the farm right now. 5 things that need to be added. And the top one, the number 5, I feel like, should be farming update. Yes, that's right. A new update that gives us brand new houses that are farm related. Probably 1, 2, or 3. So we'll get an estate so you can have a distant farm. You would have for yourself a new farmhouse that would kind of look really nice with this. And then finally, you can't really have a farm in an apartment. So I'm just going to say that right now. That probably won't be one. Or maybe it could be like a greenhouse apartment for a luxury one or premium. I don't know. But basically the idea of this one here, just have to listen here very, very closely. Because this one is going to blow your mind. You see this stuff over here? Once you claim this area, you have access. Yes, that's right. Access to all of this over here. So you'll be able to do a giant farm right over here because it's connected there. Unless he doesn't want to go that route. And then the house you place here would have a farm behind it that you can actually interact with. But I feel like this right here is being misused. It's not being given the right justice it deserves. And honestly, I feel like another thing to be added to this is these right here. This is a minor mention. This is actually not one of the top 5. But I feel like the estate should also be attached to these things. Or something you can grab should be attached to these. Because they're sitting there not doing anything. But they're a minor one. Not really that important. Not at all. But a farm update would be great. And that was number 5. Because the farm right here needs a giant update. I think you guys all agree. It has a secret in there. We know about it already. But something added would be pretty cool. Next up, we got the skate park that is right over here. Very condensed, very squished in. Honestly, I feel like this right here needs to move, and we need generally a new sports update. And what I mean by sports update is that we currently have skateboards, we have ourselves, the classic bicycles, we even have a hoverboard and a razor, which I'm not really a big fan of, or a scooter if you want to call it that. But we do not have rollerblades. So I feel like one of the things that really need to be added, number 4 on the list, is a brand new skate park. Lifting this baby up right here, placing maybe a mini playground right here, because that would relate. That actually, honestly, you can move the daycare over here, and bam, daycare gone. Daycare over here attached to the school would make more sense. School, daycare, works. Remember, Wolfpaq, if you see this, you're allowed to use any ideas, and I will be super happy about that. So you're wondering, where is this non-condensed skate park going? Yes, I stuttered right now because it's a skate park. It's a stuttery skate park. So you're lifting it up right now. You're watching me go. And we're going literally where the skate park deserves to be, and I think it used to be right over here. Yes, that's right. It should 100% go over here, unless the airport is moved, and then it can go directly next door to the motel, but I don't feel like that would be a good thing. Right over here, it's already ready to go. It is steady, awesome, amazing, and beautiful. It is something that you can actually use. You can place the skate park under here. You can actually dip it out a little bit. You can probably move the car wash a little bit, maybe. I don't know. But the skate park could 100% go over here. And by being over here, you can open up a lot of new things. Or if you don't want to put it over here, there are other locations as well. We do have all the back areas currently. Airport moved, it can go right there. If you don't want to put it at the airport, we also have back here that's currently not being used. A giant skate park could go back there. A giant skate park building could go back there. You guys remember those roller worlds where you go inside and you just roll around? They could have one of those in there. It could be the skate update where there's a roller rink, and next to it is a skate park for BMX and skate excitement. Yeah, I know. I say I want the airport to be over here, but be honest, if we got something else over here in general, because this area over here is empty. And that is number 3. Fill in this area over here. Oh, that was a great segue. That actually was totally on purpose. 100%. But this right here could be 100% changed to other things. We could put an airport over here. We could put a skate rink like I just said. We could put an ice rink over here as well for the holiday season. But we're currently... What is weird, we're technically in the holiday season and not everything is white like Christmas. I guess we're in a summer drought or something. I don't know. But over here, Jersey's being added. Like, airport right here was the idea at one point. Even another hotel would be a great idea. But I honestly feel like the airport being moved over here would be very, very cool. Or even new secrets being added. Like something changed over here. Something added. A mysterious building appeared. I don't know. But something needs to be done over here. 100%. Something needs to be added. Maybe he has plans for a forest getaway house. I don't know. Maybe it's going to go over here. Maybe this is where another estate's going to go. He does very inventive things. A lot of the stuff that I'm bringing up now may never exist. But that was number 3. This area right here really needs something done with it. Backtracking a second to the skate update idea that I was talking about. The skateboards could be customizable at that point. Change the wheel color. Change the decal on it. Maybe from a selection just in case he doesn't get in trouble. But basically you could have a large list of stuff that is added to it. And that would be one of the crazy things changed up. So you'll have more changes and more things you can do. But moving on to number 2, this right here, the daycare, going away for good or moving to over there as I mentioned before. A lot of this stuff starts overlapping as you realize, but I feel like a agency building, FBI building or something of the sort should be right here in the place, or maybe another clothing store or a food store like, again, getting some old restaurants to return again. Like Sonny's Diner, where has it been? It's not around anymore. We really do need it to return. I would love to see it. And honestly, number 1 on the list is actually that. Seeing the old restaurants returning. Sonny's Diner, and I know you guys are saying right now, we got the Burger Barn already, but I would like to see another Burger Barn coming back for another thing. Maybe that little section of town that has nothing in it could actually become like a little outskirt town over there, kind of going back to that. So they give you can have like different things over there, like you could have Sonny's Diner and a few other things over there. It will be pretty good. It'll be pretty sweet. And we have Moe's Pizza in here, but I feel like this should be changed up. The mall itself needs to be changed up. A lot of this, number 1, is just moving and placing things in different places to make it a lot better. Like, this mall doesn't feel like a mall. And the number 1 thing to add into this, the TV station, if the airport was to be moved, or even the daycare being moved, I feel like the TV station should have its own location next to probably the police station, or where the airport would be, or even, again, in that brand new section of town that has, maybe it'll be called the industrial town, where it'll have 2 restaurants, the skating rink, which is not really an industrial, but it would have maybe a water treatment plant, I don't know, or it would have like the airport or something over there, industrial district, or maybe it'll have like a warehouse section where people, like a literal warehouse, and like a construction area with a garbage thing, I don't know, but that's going back to that number. We're already way past that at that point. But yes, number 1 of them all is the relocation, basically. Let's refresh that. The number 1 of them all is relocation and restructuring of the mall. So we have restaurants that return, and also we get ourselves some awesome new things we can actually check out, like a new TV station location that probably has some pretty sweet secrets. Yes, that's right. You already know everything I want added to the game needs to have a secret. But that's my top 5. Tell me what yours are down below in the comments.